What's happening, everybody? Coaching Beyond with Coach Sagasta, coaching with It Works, and we live and roll, man. So, what's today, man? Today is the day, man, to get busy. I love it, man. I hope everybody's had a great day, man. So far, I know it's what, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the East Coast time. That's awesome, man. So, it's been a wonderful morning so far. It's been a great and vibrant morning this morning. So we got some good things, man. We got some definitely good things. I hope you stay in tune. I hope you get involved. I hope, that you really definitely take something away. How you doing? Tell me where you're from. I want to know. Every time I'm on Periscope, I want to know where people are from. I always want to give respect and pay homage to exactly where you're from. So please, tell me exactly where you're from. Looks like Facebook is up and running. I noticed today that Periscope has updated their system. Somebody woke up, they weren't sleeping no more. They woke up, they updated their software. No, there's no flaws in it. I like the go live with it. That's pretty cool. I have a friend that follows me, Kurt. He's in Egypt right now, man. I was like, whoa, just to see the pyramids that close, and literally, you can almost touch them. That's how cool and clear it was. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and dive right into the word. That way we can get going. I know everybody's got plans for Saturday. So excuse me, my apologies. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. Today is November 12th, 2016, which means you have 51 straight days until 2016 is absolutely gone. Just absolutely gone. And so you have to always ask your question. The question is always asked each and every single morning, whether it's me asking you or you asking yourself or somebody in your circle is asking you. But what are you doing each and every single day to better yourself and to help others, okay? So check me out. And the reason why I say that is because I told you a while back, Martin Luther King was very adamant when he said the persistent and urgent question should always be asked, what have I done for others? And I was just sharing that last night, and I shared that, a while back. That's one that I just always just really, really embedded, and it serenades very well with who I am and where I'm going in life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and get into the proverb, man, because today is November 12th, man. So here it is. Here is verse 1. Verse 1 is, whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. Okay, so now this is what trips some people up. They were like, brutish? Yeah, that's brute. Like brutish? Yeah, that's brutish, okay? So that right there, and reprove, if you don't know, reprove is saying it to your face. So here it is one more time. Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge. So this morning I was on a conference call. Phenomenal. I love Puri, man. And I mean that because he puts out great content. Very vibrant. He circled himself around individuals that have given him much dialogue, much information, how to speak, how to write, just great content, and I admire that about him. This morning he posted and you guys probably seen this right after I jumped on the conference call with him. I posted my picture of my lab, of my desk, of what I'm doing, where I'm at each and every single morning. And every single morning is different. But I posted a picture on there of information, knowledge, black and white, no color in there, just black and white, And and I displayed it because in his graph he had, there's a gap between the average and, the only thing that my brother didn't have on the bottom was he didn't have the mediocre, because you got to understand that mediocrity is at the bottom. Then you have the average, kind of like classes, you know what I'm saying? Just like classes, you'd have classes, we have the poor, we have the middle class, and we have the rich, right? Okay, so it's similar to that when it comes to knowledge, because you have right now, you have exactly mediocre, then you have the average, then you have, boom, the great, okay? The knowledge, the informative people, okay? And so I look at that and there's a big gap. And so my question was, when you guys seen the picture and I posted it on my Facebook, that, where are you in the gap? What category, where do you fit in the gap? You know what I'm saying? And so that's definitely, that's what the verse is here. It says, whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge. So if you love information, if you love instructions, you know what I'm saying, then you're in love with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But hold up. It says, but but he that hateth, reproof is brutish. Are you hearing me? Because yo, some people are so vindictive, they're so cowardly. They don't like to be reproved. They get all mad. Oh, Huffy, what are you telling me? I can't speak right. What are you telling me? I don't know how to read. What are you telling me? I can't spell. What are you telling? They get all butthurt. That's exactly. I'm gonna put it straight to you, man. You get all butthurt, but the reality is, you know what? Reproving is good. Criticism is good. Hello. You know what I'm saying? Get on that level, man. Get going. Stop sitting there and getting all upset, getting all huffy and puffy. Hear it out, because I'm not done. You got to listen to the next part of the same chapter. It says right here in verse 5, it says, the thoughts of the righteous are right. The thoughts of the righteous are right. So when you walk in the righteous path, man, your thoughts are right. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to derail from time to time? Absolutely, you're human. But when you grab the attention of your mind and you control the limbic part of your mind of emotions and frustrations and feelings and all that area, the top of the cerebral cortex, that area, if you're able to control those areas, those nerves, those electrons, man, if you're able to control and utilize them to positive and vibrant things, man, you can feel the great energy. And right here it says the thoughts of the righteous are right. The thoughts of the righteous are right. Hold up, because the second part says that, but the counsel of the wicked are deceit. So you might be, you might be in the wrong right now. You might be walking through, and now we're gonna get into, it. But hold up, don't go nowhere, because I got something for you. You know what I mean? I got a gift for you. Here it is. Okay, hear me out. But the counsel of the wicked is deceit. So you might be wicked, you might be folly, you might be, ignorant. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, you want great counsel, hang around great people. You want great knowledge, then open up the books. Stop listening to what you hear on TV. Stop listening to what you hear on the radio, on Sirius. Stop taking all that garbage and employing it to your mind and taking up space. It's like a computer. Stop downloading so many ignorant things to your computer. Take time, process. Fall in love with the process, trust the process, believe and be obsessed about the process. But hold up, I'm not done, man. I'm not done. So listen, hear me out. It says right here, the way, this is in verse 15 of the same chapter. It says right here, it says the way of the fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. Wise counsel, not wicked counsel, not deceitful counsel, not counsel of a fool. You want counsel of the right, of wise men. As I was telling somebody yesterday, I've learned from the wise men. I didn't get, I filter information from different people. I filter. You know what I'm saying? Like you would put, I worked as a soil engineer. So when it comes to filter, I used to have to filter by hand or with my gauge into the earth with a nuclear device that would measure the mass of amounts of energy that was composited and compressed down on the earth from different machinery. Now, are you hearing me? Because this is exactly what I'm talking about. It was dispersed. I was able to do a sieve analysis, okay, through my computer and through my hands and my mind. I was able to do a sieve analysis. So I'm able to sieve out and filter out what's good and what's not good. Some people just take it all in. You know what I mean? If you've seen that movie Batman Returns, where the Riddler, he gets all that stuff crammed up in his brain, he blows up, his head blows up. Okay, it's exactly true. It's that of if you're getting garbage and it's all coming in. Hello, that's a prime systematic element of what is true. You see the Riddler right there in that movie, and he's getting all this information, and he just dies, right? He just so much. But the reality is, you know what? It was so much garbage. It was garbage. It wasn't intelligent information. It wasn't infinite intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And so that was kind of like this conference this morning. We talked, Pete was talking about, the graph, and he was displaying how people are learners and people are mediocre. And that's where we're at right now. So, it says right here, it says in that same verse, it says, but he that hearkeneth unto wise counsel, wise counsel. You want to filter out. You want wise counsel, man. Last part right here, man. Then we're going to get on to our topic, okay? There is that speaketh like a piercing of a sword. I told you guys yesterday. I told you guys a week ago. I told you guys at the beginning of the year. Your mouth, your tongue, your lips will pierce like a two-edged sword in your back. Are you hearing me? That's exactly where it's at. Your mouth, your tongue, your lips. Imagine 3, right? So check it out, like the body, mind, and soul, right? Check this out, okay? So your lips, your tongue, and your mouth, right there, it says, there is that speaketh like a piercing of a two-edged sword. Okay, but hold up, it says right here, but the tongue of the wise is health. That's in, November 12th, Proverbs chapter 12, verse 18, there it is right there. Don't fight and argue with me about it. It's black and white. But would you rather somebody else say it? Because that's reality right there. That's truth. That is knowledge. That is information. Knowledge builds confidence. Knowledge destroys fear. Knowledge destroys laziness, the dysentery, the dilatory disease, man, the hobgoblin, the fear. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge destroys that. Last one, and we get on to, we get into the attributes. Okay, so hold up, hear me out. I love this part because this is you and me. This is you and me. So today, I don't know, you might be engulfed in just football, college football all the day. I'm going to try to see if I can get on to watching a little bit of Notre Dame. It's the Shamrock Bowl. I'm going to try to get into it. And if I can't, I can't. So what? Okay, life goes on. I got bigger and brighter things going on in my mind and for my family. We were talking about going on a hike today. So hold up. So hear me out. In the same chapter, in verse 11, it says, he that tilleth the land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that followeth after vain person is void of understanding. Hear me out. Listen to what that content says. It says, he that tilleth his land. Your land is your mind. The mind of gold, the gold mine. The mind of gold, the gold mine. If you're tilling, if you're putting good information, guess what? It grows. P said it, but he didn't say it in that form. And the format of what I just displayed to you is what you put in is what grows. What you plant and you water and you give it sunlight and you nurture it grows into something so infallibly awesome, man. Just extra extraordinary. You feel me? So that's kind of where everything's at. Now, I wanted to get on topic because I wanted to give you something before you guys get into your weekend. I know it's Saturday morning. I know a lot of people are getting ready for the weekend. I know a lot of people are getting ready to go camping or go to the beach or go shopping at the mall. I understand that. I get it. But I got to give you the seven. And tonight, you come back tonight, I'm gonna give you the other 7 to that. So I'm gonna give you right now the 7. The 7 things that I have to implement into my life that you might in life take one thing. If you take one thing, great. If you take all of them, great. But I'm saying you got to try to take one thing and pass it forward, man. That's all I ever ask from you. I don't ask you for a dime, not a dime. I don't ask you for nothing but to pass it on. Let somebody, just one person, pick up one thing. It's like, and I'm going to share this before I get into the topic of the attributes real quick, man, because I want y'all to understand, man, the engagement of every single day, waking up with enthusiasm, washing your face with determination, and brushing your teeth with optimism. Hear me out, because check it out. There was a famous young, very vibrant, very tenacious, and advantageous, just an individual, a young politician. And you might have heard this story, but the politician went to this huge auditorium, and in the auditorium there was 86,000 seats, man. 86,000. Are you hearing me? But in that process, when the curtains open, man, there was only one individual sitting in the whole stands. One. He looked to him. He said, "Sir, ought I express my speech, or shall we go and depart our ways?" Man stood up with big old bib overalls, man. Burly man, big old straight up. He said straight up to him, he said just like this. He said, "Boy," I'm just a farmer. He said, "But if I go to the barn and I grab one bale of hay and I take it down to the pasture and I feed one, I'll be satisfied." So the young politician begins to speak. 4 hours later, he says, "Sir, how did I do?" The man stands up. He says, "Boy, I'm just a farmer." He said, "But I'll be hell of a hot water when I take all of the hay from the barn down to the pasture to feed only one." What he's saying is, there's a lot of content. You just got to be able to sift through it, man. Be patient. If you feed one, that's phenomenal. You don't need to take everything down there to feed them all, man. You know what I'm saying? Just one at a time. That's it. So hear me out. Okay. My 7. I love it. I had to write it down, man. My 7. Yo, this is my 7. You take one. You know what? Take one and use it for the day. Okay. Number 7. The 7 major principles of a positive mental attitude for Coach Sagasta. It might be different for you, but these are my 7. And I'm gonna show you the other 7 that I've learned from the greats, from Albert, from Albert Einstein to Napoleon Hill to C. Clement Stone to Andrew Carnegie to Charles M. Schwab, David Rockefeller. Who else? Oh man, I'm all the names: Benjamin Franklin, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt. I mean, man, I could go. Winston Churchill. Oh man, just so many people have used these same traits. And so I said, you know what? If it's good for them, Nelson Mandela. Okay, man, I can keep going, man. The J.D. Letourneau, okay, the industrialist that made heavy equipment. Man, J.C. Penney. I mean, the Hershey's. Man, these traits go deep down into the root. I look for the root of information before I display it to you, before I give it to you. Okay, so hear me out. Desire, faith, love, determination, enthusiasm. I'm gonna come back to enthusiasm because I want y'all to know enthusiasm, romance, and hope. Now check this out because I'm gonna get on just 2 of them. Enthusiasm, I already told you what enthusiasm is. Enthusiasm is what in the Greek? It's God in you, right? So hold up. Now we talk about romance. I'm gonna come back to enthusiasm, but hold up. Romance. Many of y'all forget romance. Don't forget romance, man. Romance is the love, and the romance is the feeling, and romance is the song that plays in your heart and displays out your mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. You get what I'm saying? So like, yo, it's the sound, it's romance, it's all those 7 positive attributes that you can put into your life and utilize them to be great, man. Yo, it didn't just happen overnight. 6 years, 11 months, 1,082 hours. It don't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's 365, man, all the time. But it's what you put into it is what you'll get out of it. Plain and simple, man. So, yo, I want to give you guys that, man. Start your weekend. Be great. Be vibrant, man. And make the rest of your weekend the best of your weekend. I'll catch you guys later. So I always give 2 to 5 extra minutes when it comes to Periscope and YouTube Live. And the reason why is because I always wanted to describe just a little bit more in depth, because people on Facebook, they get engaged, but the real engagement sometimes is the step beyond, is a little bit further, the going the extra mile. And so I go the extra mile with you. Today with enthusiasm, when you wake up with enthusiasm, if you are exposed and you can feel that, then you have the lungs of inspiration in you. God in you. Enthusiasm is God in you, the spirit, the benevolence, the master, okay, the creator, the infinite. You know what I'm saying? This is what you have to do in order to be great, is have great faith, man. Be absolutely true and indefinite in what you want in life. And always use those attributes, man. There's negative attributes, and I'm gonna give them to you tonight. I'm gonna show you the 7 that were. I was victim. I was victimized. I was sitting in that victim path. I was sitting on a stool of victim. I was blaming everybody, and I'm gonna share my 7 tonight. So I appreciate you guys. I thank you so much for tuning in. I thank you so much for sharing my videos, and many blessings, and have the rest of your day be the best of your day. I'm out.